be a good mocha. And that is a good mocha. Good morning. It is a Saturday and I am currently in a coffee shop in Stockbridge, Cafe Nero to be specific, and I'm just doing an hour or two of some laptop work. I am riding solo today for the whole day because Josh is at a rugby game with his work, and I'm gonna have the perfect day in my books, and I'm gonna vlog it and take you along with me. So that perfect day started with an hour in bed reading my book. Actually, more like 2 hours. I was awake really early, and 2 hours in bed with my book and a coffee, which is perfect. Had a little yogurt bowl, which I will insert here, which again, perfect way to start my day. And we've just walked into town. Josh is walking to Murrayfield, which is about an hour's walk from our flat, so I've walked halfway there with him to Stockbridge. Yeah, I've camped up with a mocha and my laptop in Cafe Nero. I'm going to do an hour or two of work, just do some brainstorming work for content over the rest of the month for something very exciting that's coming up at the end of the month. 3 guesses what you think that might be in relation to. And then I'm going to go for a little mooch around Stockbridge. I was going to go for a run, but my body is sore and tired from the last few days of training. So I'm going to take today as a rest day and just get a really good chunk of steps in instead. And then, yeah, later I'm going to head to the retail park down the road from us, Craigleith, and go and do some Christmas shopping. Well, Christmas decoration shopping to be specific, because when we moved up to Edinburgh, we got rid of a large proportion of our Christmas decorations because we'd had them for like 5-6 years, and we bought the majority of them, like baubles and stuff, when we first moved out back in 2020. And at that point we were pretty broke and could only afford the bare minimum and like the really crappy Christmas decorations. So gonna go and hopefully find some slightly nicer quality stuff later today to start rebuilding the collection. Not quite from scratch, we've still kept quite a few things like sentimental ornaments and pieces like that, but yeah, need to invest in a few more bits today. So that's going to be my main plan for this afternoon, and I can take you along with me. You will not find a better city to spend autumn in than Edinburgh. I mean, look at this. The colours around the city at this time of year with the trees. Oh, beautiful. I've been listening to Animal Farm, obviously George Orwell, the audiobook, for the last few days because I finished my 20th book of 2025 the other day. Wait, let me just show you this. How ridiculous is this? Anyway, yeah, I finished my 20th book of 2025 the other day. I read A Land in Winter by Andrew Miller, I think the author's name is, and it was shortlisted for the Booker Prize, and it was beautiful book, perfect time of year to read it, sort of going into winter. Obviously it's set in winter in 1960, I think, and that was a really lovely read. And now I'm on to my 21st book of 2025, which I'm listening to the audiobook version of Animal Farm by George Orwell because I've never read it before, and I feel like it's one of those books that just everybody should read because it's such a substantial book in terms of the English curriculum. I feel like when you were at school, everybody read like a certain books So I remember when my English group was reading To Kill a Mockingbird, there was another group in my year reading Of Mice and Men. So I've never read Of Mice and Men, and that's another book that I need to read at some point in my life, or listen to at some point in my life. And Animal Farm was another one where I felt like everybody was reading it, but we read 1984, which is another George Orwell. So yeah, listening to Animal Farm at the moment, and already halfway through. It's quite a short book. It's quite a short book, so I'm racing through it, and it's a very good audiobook listen. The actor who's doing the reading is fantastic. I should probably tell you his name, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, I've been reading that as I'm walking home from Stockbridge. Good chunk of steps ticked off by 1 o'clock, and now I'm just going to grab my keys and head to the retail park. Haven't had lunch yet. Very hungry, very aware that we have nothing in the house, very aware that there is an M&S cafe at the retail park that I'm going to, so I'm going to go treat myself to a little soup and sandwich situation, hopefully, if they have any, at M&S cafe. Is this what happens when you turn 27? The highlight of your weekend being lunch at M&S cafe, followed by a mooch around B&M. You know what? I'm all here for it. I'm having the best day, so I'm not even going to apologise for it. Right, I'm hungry though, so I need to go. I forgot how good this retail park is. It's got an M&S, it's got a Range, it's got a TK Maxx, it's got a Home Store and More. I don't even know what Home Store and More is, but I'm very excited to find out. It's got, what else has it got? It's got a Boots. It's got a Superdrug. I feel like I'm going to spend a lot of money in the next few hours. Very excited about it. This is not a toy. No, you're right. He's a distinguished gentleman. Must not be disturbed. Great success. And my next victim is going to be either the Range or TK Maxx. Not sure yet. This is completely horrendous, but in the best way possible. And this just screams 1995. You can't go into TK Maxx without doing some candle sniffing.
Have a great holiday season.
I am severely overstimulated. Much money was spent. But it was one of those things where, we're hosting Christmas for the first time ever this year. And as I was walking around, obviously I was picking up stuff that I'd planned to buy, like decorations and things like that. And then the more I was walking around, the more I was looking and thinking, we have so much that we need to buy. Oh my God. I mean, it's not stuff that we need to buy, like they're not necessities. But when you're hosting, you want it to feel as special as possible, and you want it to be as nice an experience for all the family as possible. So I was just looking around being like, oh, things like bedding, like Christmas bedding. Nobody needs Christmas bedding. Nobody. If you already have bedding, you do not need Christmas bedding. But they get you with the targeted placement of things, end of aisle. I didn't buy anything that I didn't need, but I was looking around being like, I could spend so much more money today than I'd planned to. And that's how they get you. But yeah, came away with what I'd planned to buy, which is like the main decorations and a duvet. Because the duvet that we have in the spare room at the moment is quite thin and the back of the flat gets quite cold at night. So prepping for visitors over the Christmas period with a new duvet. And now I'm going to go home before I spend any more money. Christmas haul. If any of Josh's family who are staying with us over Christmas are watching this, basically if Shelley and Phoebe are watching this, turn off now, because I'm going to show a few things that I don't want you to see. Not Christmas presents, but just like fun stuff that I still want to maintain as a surprise for you guys. So skip ahead like a couple of minutes. Okay, so TK Maxx. I got some Christmas crackers and they're a fun time. So rather than little like shit gifts like plastic shit that is gonna literally get chucked in the bin the minute Christmas dinner is over and is like really wasteful, they have this little, can you see that? Santa race game. And the reason I got these ones is because whenever we go round to Josh's mum's house on like for Easter Sunday or for Christmas, we always have these little wind up toys that we race across the table. I don't really know where they came from, but they've just become a bit of a tradition that they're always on the table and we always play with them around like Easter Sunday and Christmas. So we have our own version for our flat now. We have Edinburgh wind up Santa toy. Edinburgh wind up? Christmas wind up Santa toys that come in the crackers. So I thought that'd be quite fun. And then I bought something that I know Josh is gonna absolutely love. He was saying, I think it was last week we were in town and we walked past a like trinkety, boutique-y gift shop and they had some snow globes in there. And they were like wildly expensive, like ridiculously expensive. Nobody needs to be spending that much money on a snow globe. But he was like, oh, that just screams Christmas, doesn't it? That would just be so festive and Christmassy to have a snow globe in the house. So I got this one from TK Maxx, significantly less expensive than the ones we saw in the other place. But I still thought it was really sweet and not too tacky. It looks expensive enough without breaking the bank whatsoever. And then I picked up some, God, I feel like such a fucking YouTuber influencer I picked up this because, but I did pick up some tea towels which have little pine trees on. So like I thought festive without being like in your face Santa kind of festive. So that was TK Maxx. M&S I only picked up one thing, but it was very, I'm quite a sentimental person. In fact, I'm a very sentimental person. And I saw these and I thought, considering this is our first Edinburgh that we're spent, oh my God, considering this is our first Christmas we're spending in Edinburgh of many Christmases to come, I thought it'd be nice to have a little homage to London on our Christmas tree. So I got this little 4-pack of Christmas decorations. You got Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, Tower Bridge, yeah, and St Paul's. I thought they were really sweet and only £12, which I actually thought for M&S for some like really nice quality Christmas decorations, I thought was pretty good. And finally, the range. This is where I could have spent a significant amount of money, but I withheld myself. Let's start off with the really exciting stuff, box of tissues. And then I saw this guy and I really, really could not resist. How stinking cute is he? I feel like they've got a really like weird name, these things, like the gnomes that you can't see their eyes on. I feel like this style of trinket has a really weird name. I kind of don't want to say it because it almost sounds like really bad if I've got it wrong. Anyway, got him. And then I got a few, they're kind of felt, kind of not, baubles. Just 6 of them, little ones, and then 2 of the same but in big version. Because These are kind of going to be the only like samey baubles that we have. Everything else is very individual and like sentimental ornaments that we've picked up across the years that are like singular items. These are going to be the only real like similar or same items on the tree, I think. And then excitingly, a fitted sheet, which is brushed cotton, because again, along with the duvet that I bought to make the spare bedroom warmer, went with the brushed cotton as well. So that was my semi-successful Christmas shopping afternoon. Now I'm gonna catch up with one of my best friends having a big old phone chinwag, and then I'm gonna just cozy up on the sofa for the rest of the night and watch. I've watched the first 2 episodes of the new Victoria Beckham Netflix documentary, and I'm really enjoying it. She is a powerhouse, like there is absolutely no denying that. So I'm gonna watch that for the rest of the night as I eat my pizza, and maybe make a little G&T later as well, because why not? Just had the most beautiful catch up with one of my best friends. Put the worlds to right, all of that shit. And now I'm drinking a big fat Pepsi Max out of a gin glass because romanticising your life and all that. And my pizza is in the oven, very nearly ready. I've got the wood-fired margarita, little skinny one, which is perfect size for a solo gal. I also ate a little like snack pack of chicken because there ain't no protein, very minimal protein in that, but I forgot to film that. So I'm gonna eat my pizza, drink my Coke, sit on the sofa and chill out for the evening. And I think I'm gonna leave this video here. Woo! Pizza looks good. I'm gonna leave this video here. So actually I might insert a little bit of footage from the run that I go on tomorrow, because I am going to go on a run tomorrow. This is my accountability. Okay, it's 10 to 9 on a Sunday. And I'm out. It's cold, it's grey, it's rainy, but I already know I'm going to feel better after doing this. A, because I told myself I was doing it and I followed through with my intention. B, because I know that once I've done this, I can stay inside for the rest of the day, and that makes me very happy. Rain is really starting to pick up now. Kind of liberating though, running in the rain. Also, kind of wet. And we're done. 7 kilometres boxed off. Very, very, very wet. But still feels so much better for it. And now I'm gonna slob on the sofa for literally the rest of the day. And so thanks for watching. Have a good night or day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.